Hello everybody, welcome and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing on the best of 3 standard ranked ladder with a Jund Reanimator list. So this list wasn't put together by me, but instead by Athena the Bun. I'm going to leave a link to her Twitch chat right here and down below in the description. She is a very good deck builder, so I really recommend you go check out her content. She is a fellow member of the MTG Rebellion, so definitely worth the shout out. Her deck building skills are... I was definitely blown away by this list. It is extremely powerful and it's really fun to play, so let's go over it real quick. We are playing a Cruelty of Gix Virtue of Persistence Reanimator package, and at the top of the list we have Trumpeting Carnosaur and Titan of Industry. Both of these guys are fantastic Reanimator targets in Jund since they have really good ETB effects. Even if your opponent has a Go for the Throat ready, you're still going to get something, whether it's a Discover 5 or 5 life, blowing up a wedding announcement, and making a Rhino. To help bridge us to the endgame, we are running Blossoming Tortoise, the 4-drop that can ramp us out, which is beautiful fit in the deck. If you can get some stuff in the graveyard, like your Carnosaur or the Titan, you can mill yourself and ramp yourself up towards the Virtue and the Cruelty. So the Tortoise fits in here really well. It bridges the early game to the late game, and it makes drawing these things a little bit less awkward. Down at the bottom of the curve, we have Go for the Throat, Charming Scoundrel, and the Teachings. Teachings and Scoundrel are both in here to trigger Descend relatively easily for the Brass Tunnel Grinder. Since casting spells with the Searing Rift, which is the backside land, you can discover 7 or discover 6, discover 5, whenever you cast spells. It's crazy value. So the deck puts things in the graveyard pretty often, which is why we're running 2 of these guys. We can get them to flip within 3 turns of play most of the time. Glissa in the 3-drop slot is... she doesn't really need much explaining. She's insane. If you can't deal with her, she can take over the game by herself, so... yeah, this deck is really cool. Over in the sideboard, we're running a couple dead weights, since these are removal spells that can again go to the graveyard. Couple Duresses for the 5-color and control matchups, Brotherhood's End for artifact and other aggros, couple Barrages for your pesky Esper mages, Tranquil Frillbacks, anybody playing artifacts, enchantments, or 5-color, and Breach the Multiverse and Atali for your grindier matchups. All in all, this deck is incredibly fun, and we went through a crazy tear. So if you guys are excited to see this in action, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already, as I'd really appreciate it. I upload to YouTube 5 days a week with standard content just like this, so if you don't mind dropping a subscription, I'd really appreciate it. And with all that said, let's hop onto the ladder and see how this does. Alrighty, game 1. We will definitely play first. Can't keep that. That's better. So do we put back Cruelty, or... yeah, no, we put back Cruelty. And for our first game, looks like we're getting matched up, so at least we're on the play. And Virtue Persistence is a pretty good way to deal with the Scamp. It can deal -2 damage to me now. Cool. Alright, looks like opponent kept a 1-lander. We'll get down Glissa, and now we crank up the pressure. Do you have a block, or are you out of here? They have a chump blocker. Let's get in for 3. Cool. We'll just play the Soul. Wow. That is really unfortunate. Let's get in for 5. And we can start looping this overlook over here. Let's pass. We can hold on to this if we want to, draw a new card, or we can just maybe play a Virtue next turn. Not really much going on in the graveyard, so... What do you got? We got First Strike, so... Sure. And you can fling 4 damage at her. That's fine. In that case, I guess we'll keep the land. Let's gain some more life. That's insane. I mean, I'll take it, but ouch. We'll grab the Frillback's Brotherhood's End. And think we'll run it like that. Alrighty, next game. Unfortunate with the land situation, but the hand overall is very powerful. We'll keep it. Let's play the Proving Grounds, and we will pass. Did you keep a 1-lander again? Okay. Shoot. Okay. Well, let's pass. Alright, Red Sun Knight is actually just a Giga Chad. Oh, I thought they just kept the 1-lander and we're just gonna keep going with the 1 land. So, we can play the Scoundrel, make a treasure, play this, and Virtue Persistence, the Picnic Ruiner. I think that's probably the best option here. Let's pass. We'll take a block. And Lizard Blades. Let's... So do we go with the Scoundrel to make the extra treasure for the Frillback? Or make them bigger? I don't know. I think we go with the extra treasure just in case we don't draw anything. And we can hold up and go for the throat, I think. Let's pass. Ouch. Okay. Well, that's, not ideal. Double strike? Yeah. Definitely need to blow that up. Alright, where are you putting the Monstrous Rage? Okay. And we'll go to 3. Yep, no land. So green through the treasure, green through proving grounds. Cool. And we'll go to 7. Okay. Alright, what you got? Yeah. So, opponent has something. You can't really virtue persistence that, so I guess we'll go with the soul. No lands, and we will pass. I got another. What do you got? Okay. That'll do it. Well, looks like they don't have anything this time. Cool. And we'll play a Teachings. Let's pass. Yeah, still no lands. We'll go with the soul. We'll take our block, and 3 damage goes onto the soul. So do you have another burn spell? A little unfortunate. Okay. Well, that should probably be game. We'll gain 5 and make a 4/4. Let's pass. GG's. Not too bad. Deck feels pretty good. Alrighty, next game. And is unfortunately a mulligan. I mean, yeah, it's a bit better, I guess. We'll just put back a virtue. Interesting. Opponent is playing Tamir with Tarian's Journal. They sacrifice their map, and they draw. Pretty good. Let's go with our Teachings. We thankfully hit a Copperline Gorge here, so at least we have a green source. We'll take another ping. Grixis. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's attack. And I think we just go with the Brass Tunnel Grinder here. We discard a land, draw 2, and we trigger Descend. And we will pass. Okay. Opponent's gonna make a Might, and they sack it to the journal. Interesting. Okay, so I guess opponent is really all in on this tomb here. We unfortunately don't really have any way to interact with it. Let's play our Proving Grounds, and we'll attack for 2. I think we're just gonna Spyglass Siren, or Lochthwain Scorn the Spyglass Siren while they're tapped out, just to get rid of any other draws for the journal. Okay, well, that was a little unfortunate. We were gonna play a land and reanimate a Carnosaur, and that's gonna discover and be really gross. We'll grab some Duress and Brotherhood's End, I think. Throwback's probably good. Think we'll go like that. Alrighty, next game. Hand is pretty dang good, we'll keep it. Another Siren on 1. Cool. Well, I guess we're playing Takenuma. Let's see what you got. We'll take the Schooner. Good to know they don't really have red. Well, there's a mountain. Just had to open my mouth. Do we just discard and draw? Or do we make a treasure? I think we can just make a treasure. And down comes the Harvester. So we play the Glissa, they Voltage Surge it, then we can just Cruelty it back. That's not terrible. Just make them waste some resources. No attacks, and we pass. Dang, another red source. We'll take it. That's really good. Let's attack for 1. Assuming their last card isn't negate, we should be fine. Sure. Sure. That's really annoying. And opponent at least knows to crack the blood token to trigger it, so they're at least decent. So we brought in 2 Brotherhood's End, so we can just play Cruelty on 1 if we want, just to see what their last card is. Or do we play the Tortoise? If we play the Tortoise, they have to sacrifice their construct to kill it with the Surge. And then that's also something we can reanimate, plus it fills the grave more. The only risk is that it mills our other Brotherhood's End, but I do like the Tortoise plan a little bit better. Let's grab the Proving Ground, and we will pass. Sure. Sure. Well, this is gonna be really close now, unfortunately. So we can search up a card, lose 3 life, which is gonna be Brotherhood's End, but we are short 1 mana. So we're gonna have to use our treasure to kill the Harvester, I think. And we can pass. Let's take out the Harvester, and we'll save ourselves a tiny bit of life. Down to 7. Well, at least it's an artifact. And they draw. Do we just go with Kalissa? Yeah. I mean, she's kind of our best creature here. Let's destroy all artifacts. No make disappear. That's fine. Yeah. So I guess maybe it would have been better to go for the Tortoise, since we could have at least gotten some sort of ETB effect. Sure. Let's cycle. Okay, guess we're going with the Teachings. And the Overlook. More Anvils is not great, but the Seiyu is. No more basics, just a mountain. Speaking of, let's pass. let's play it, and we'll go with the Scoundrel. Let's draw. We'll jam, and we'll exile a Pakal. Alright, we get our spirits, and we will pass. Opponent was playing a pretty cool deck. A little sad that they're roping us here, because it was definitely a fun one. It was definitely a bit of a math puzzle, trying to figure out the last couple turns after we searched up the Brotherhood's end, but thankfully the deck at least allowed us to fend off what they were doing for long enough. GG's, not too bad. Deck is sweet. Alrighty, next game. I mean, it might not be the best keep, but we're gonna try it. Opponent's taking a mulligan, so maybe this will end up working. Let's lead off with an Overlook. And we'll grab a Forest. I think we just play the Gorge and pass. And Fabrication Foundry. Okay, opponent is popping the hell off. Well, we can play the Brass Tunnel Grinder at least. Let's discard... I think we'll just discard one land. Sure. And we play another Overlook. And we'll grab a Swamp. We'll descend, and we will pass. Wedding Announcement. And another Foundry. Okay. Let's play a Tortoise. So, the Brass Tunnel Grinder is getting pretty close to the third counter, so we can start bopping them for a ton of damage each time we cast the Titans, which is crazy because we can just, you know, blow up all of their stuff anyways. Well, Smithy is pretty rough. Let's take out the human. And Besayu off the top would be nice. Bro. I'm the best. It's so funny. Let's channel. So the Fabrication Foundries can get it back, but we do have the Titans to just blow them up repeatedly. And only as a sorcery. Kinda rough, but... Or do we just blow up the soldier? Maybe we blow up the soldier. That might be better. Let's play another tortoise. Or no, what am I talking about? The soldier we're probably gonna have to take a hit from. The Seiyu might have to be used for the Thousand Moon Smithy if they flip it into a land. Oh, it is an artifact land, so Titans can also take that out. I think we just take out the barracks now. And we will pass. Let's flip the tunnel grinder. So discovering X when casting a Titan seems pretty good. Sounds good. They bring back their Thousand Moon Smithy and they make another gnome. So now we just need to take out the second fabrication foundry and they're not going to be able to recur that. We can take 7. Let's go with the Titan. Okay. Well, I wanted to discover. Let's go with Brotherhood's End, Frillback, and Duress. Oh, go for the throat. That's useless. Thrawn Spider. Sure, why not? Alright, double Baseyu, we'll keep it. Double Baseyu and a Titan. Okay. Well, if we could stop drawing huge cards, that'd be great. Let's pass. Sure. So, do we Baseyu that? That does give him a mana sink, so... I think we'll do that. Oh, we definitely should have waited until their end step in case they had some sort of one drop, but hopefully there's no Skrelv. Cool. And we draw the one of Virtue that we can't really use. Or I mean, can't really kill much with it. Let's pass. Sure. Oh boy. opponent is firing on all cylinders here, which is definitely not good for us. And thankfully we do hit the 4th land. If we didn't hit that, we'd be pretty much dead in the water. But as is, now we can hopefully ramp a bit. And yeah, we'll just grab the Besayu and get our 3rd green source. Okay. Well, that is pretty annoying. They can, you know, Fabrication Foundry and get back Chameel. Another Foundry. Great. So, are we Cruelty of Gixing for a land? That doesn't feel good. But we really need to be able to cast these Titans. We'll grab a land that always comes in tapped, and we will pass. Well, we definitely need something good. I did not grab Brotherhood's End because I, you know, assumed we would need to take care of Chameel first. But I can see that I might be wrong here. Jeez. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. So we do get land 7. We can blow up the net, get back the Cruelty, and then get back a Tortoise. Yeah. Or do we just grab the Brotherhood's End? Yeah, we'll grab Brotherhood's End. And that way we can block the gnome, fire off the Brotherhood's End, and reanimate the Titan. Okay. And they draw. Perfect. They attack in. We'll block. And second wedding announcement. Sure. That one at least doesn't get anything, so we'll grab a Titan. Let's take out the barracks. And we go with Duress. What's your last card? Cool. We'll take that, thankfully. And destroy all artifacts. Let's attack. So, opponent does have Chameel and 2 wedding announcements. Jeez. Okay. Unstable glyph bridge. So, do we just go with our Virtue here? I mean, reanimating Titans every turn, probably the best thing we can do. The other option is reanimating the Titan now and blowing up Chameel, which also isn't bad. I think we can do that. We'll take out Chameel, and we will pass. Another one. Sure. And a hidden courtyard. Iron Crag is completely fine. Well, do we just play the Virtue, get back a Titan next turn? Jeez. I really don't know. Atali's pretty good. Maybe we just go with Atali. Yeah, let's go with Atali. Ooh, nice. Those are some pretty good hits. We'll take a Carnosaur. And a Glissa. And a Smithy. Well, glad we went with Atali instead of the Virtue. Mm-hmm. And opponent is able to start animating their glyph bridges into the Stand Swirl Wander glyph, which is pretty rough. Shoot. Well, we kind of lose here. That sucks. Well, let's attack with everybody, I guess. If they just don't block, that is exactly lethal, so that's our one line here. Oh well. We could have activated Atali, but with 11 they still have enough to block with everything and then just kill us with the Wander Glyphs, so GG's. Little unfortunate. Okay, well, opponent's just going to sit there for a minute, so I'm just going to concede. Not really sure what that was about, but you would just take out the Virtue, bring back in the last Cruelty. Alright, game 3 definitely will be on the play. Can't actually keep this, can I? No. Not much better. Let's put back the spring. I think we'll just lead with the Overlook. And we'll grab a mountain. And we'll go with the Scoundrel. We'll make a treasure, and in for 1. If the game's just gonna give us 7 drops, I guess we'll just ramp. Bruh. Well, let's attack. And I guess we can cycle. Soul of Windgrace is pretty good. Wanna trade? We'll grab the Overlook. And there's the third forest. Interesting. Let's get in. Let's grab a swamp. Interesting. So, just throw back for 1. And I think we just pass. We'll keep the treasure just in case we don't hit an untapped land for the Atali or the Titan. Okay. Guess we go with Atali. And that's fine. And Duress is good. Just take the Glyph Bridge. And we will pass. GG's. Had the Basayu and a Titan, so whatever they were doing from there we could most likely handle. The Mono White Artifacts deck, don't know what it is, but I always have trouble with them. So, a bunch of Mightstone Weakstones if they... So I'm guessing they didn't draw land, but if they did, kill that, take 7. Yeah, it would need to be Wandering Emperor, Depop, Sunfall, something like that. GG's. And a couple post-game thoughts for everybody. This deck is sick. I really love it. The early game does feel a little bit thin. I did, slightly change her list. She's running 4 Charming Scoundrels, 2 Tortoises, but I only have 3 Scoundrels and no rare cards, so that is on me. But there are a couple other 2-drops that you can try out in here. I know she tried out a handful, but I'm really not sure if the Charming Scoundrel or something like Mosswood Dread Knight would be better. I personally like Mosswood Dread Knight. I'll probably be testing it out a little bit with that after this, but who knows? She is definitely a wizard and put together a banger of a list, so go check out her channel and leave a follow. And with all that said, thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.